say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up. You know what's up. You don't pretend. You're gonna lie. You don't be gang. You know what's up.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shot back, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usual Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
What a drums at.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of...
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This time they'll throw it with Howell. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Looking to throw again on second down. Powell, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On third down, here's Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up third.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers completes it to Fant on the right side. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On second down, ETN once more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Powell throwing on third down here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. David Onyemata in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Here's Smith to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Rodgers, and a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking up that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, Howe loses it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Howell throwing on first down here. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Howell. That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taking it about the 1. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Hands it off out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Howell. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up. It's Shenault on the crossing route. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Able to complete this to and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Following the fumble recovery, Howell toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And this one taken in on the right. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. First down, Howell to throw. They'll get that underneath Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Howell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
On play action, Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. From the 16, Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Howell now. And caught by Tremble.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Etienne up the middle and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Throwing is Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Powell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff for Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He's brought down to the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. David Onyemata, his 2nd sack of the night.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 66-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So out come the Bucs now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Yeah, they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
There's another one complete to Shenault. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got Watkins on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Offside. Defense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off play action. It's Howell. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now Howell. Got his man. It's Thornton. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Normally, you might say, start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Howell's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, Etienne once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Howell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Rodgers. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
J.C. Jackson there defensively.
Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Now Etienne.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And looking at it from the perspective of the loser.